Towson, and welcome to MCOM381 News. I'm Buddy Elliott.
And I'm Zachary Jackson. Thank you so much for tuning into your most trusted news channel at Towson University. Towson held an on-campus event all about mental health, and to celebrate May Mental Health Awareness Month, students who attended learned about ways to cope with stress and understood stigmas around mental health. I went to the event at Burdick Hall Gymnasium and asked students to give an understanding of how they feel.
As we move further into the month of May, we can finally say goodbye to the winter blues and welcome the beauty of springtime. The sun is shining, flowers are blooming, and people are venturing outdoors to enjoy the warmer weather. We must also remember that May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and although some like to kick back and relax, others like to push themselves not only mentally, but physically.
I think my mental health really improved. Like, I used to get really stressed out during the semester, especially as like a pre-nursing major, but like ever since I went to the gym, like it's like my, I like to lift heavy and it just makes my stress go away.
Reasons for why people push themselves in the gym depends on who you ask.
I've played sports all my life, and then kind of with the whole shutdown, I wasn't able to like go practice or be in the gym with like my team. So then I was like, okay, how am I still gonna stay physically active? And so that's when I really got introduced to like kind of bodybuilding and like weightlifting for like your mental health and also obviously your physical health. Afterwards, when like gyms started to open up, I started going to the gym consistently, and it kind of just turned into a natural routine and a part of my life.
Please feel free to contact the Towson Counseling Center at 410-704-2512 to speak with someone face-to-face about your mental health. Although not everyone on the campus uses Burdick Hall as an outlet for their mental health, you know what they say, if you can pick it up, it's lightweight.
Once again, a religious group occupied Towson University's campus for 2 hours on the Towson Towns field across from University Union. A religious group who seemed to have no name was seen outside Towson University's University Union building Thursday, April 13th. The group arrived there at about 2:30 p.m. and stayed there until about 4:30 p.m. The group drew in a large group of students who began chanting various insults at the leader, who had brought his entire family, including his 2 daughters between the ages of 16 and 20, and a young son who appeared to be around the ages of 7 or 8 years old. TUPD was also at the scene. Shortly after more students arrived, they set up barricades. The leader of the religious group also hurled back insults at all the women who attended. Eventually, TUPD told him it was time to leave campus to go someplace else, to which the leader said that he'd be back next year.
The Carpenters Union started protesting construction of the new Towson Health building during National Tax Fraud Week of Action. They haven't left. On April 12th, the Carpenters Union set up an inflatable cat and rat just outside of campus, protesting the Gilliam-Bain Union, which is the university's employed to build the new health building. They left behind a banner that reads, "Gilliam-Bain Building Company condones immigrant labor abuse." It hasn't moved in, according to the spokesperson, Richard Mahoney. Gilliam-Bain is committed to wage theft by jumping through legal hoops. They underpay their workers. The Carpenters Union said that they are unhappy with the university's choice in hiring this company. They plan to continue protesting until the university responds to their demonstration.
Burdick Hall is abuzz after Towson police conducted random searches for lockers belonging to students in the gym. I just spoke with students at Burdick Hall for their reactions. The gym. Home to the athletic, the ones ready to make a change, and now a potential invasion of privacy.
Yeah, they put a note that said, like, gotcha, you didn't lock this up, you could have been a victim of theft.
In an effort to encourage Towson students to be wary of thieves, Towson PD conducted a random search of lockers within the gym. However, many students found issue with the lack of warning.
I think it's a little bit unethical. I mean, if it's people's personal belongings, you need a warrant to search them. That's how it works, so.
I feel violated, because why are you searching through my things? And if you saw something that you wasn't supposed to see, what was you gonna do? Arrest me without a warrant? I will sue you.
While some patrons took umbrage with the random search, others thought of it from a different perspective.
I mean, I have nothing to hide, but I know they do have locks. I don't use a lock because I trust that nobody's going to take my stuff.
As for the rest of campus, they'd rather keep their business under lock and key. Reporting from Burdick Hall, Buddy Elliott, MCOM381 News.
With the weather getting nicer, multiple organizations in Towson come together to create an event about drug and sexual health. Reporter Reagan Dunn checked it out.
The SGA and TUPD held a Safety Day program to educate students of topics like drugs and sexual health.
That we can come and talk to the college students. We know that college students are going to do what you guys do, whatever, but we're going to give you more advice, more resources on what we do and how easy it is to get all these cool things.
A variety of things were handed out to students free of cost. There was also an activity to display how drinking can affect driving skills.
So we did a drunk goggles test to see how well we could steer a tricycle and also how well we could walk in a straight line, and I failed miserably. I did better than her.
And to end the event, an emotional support dog showed up.
With our emotional support comfort dog with us to let the students get involved with him. He's actually people friendly.
For more information on the Safety Day event, check out Towson University's Health Center website. Reporting from Paz Pavilion, Reagan Dunn, MCOM381 News.
Towson University's Chris Amasori resigned from SGA Council due to rumors of him abusing his power and neglecting his main priorities on the SGA Council. Members on the SGA committee reported to the Tower Light that Asamori skipped out on many meetings, and when needed, he would often remove other members from the SGA Council, with no good reason behind it. When asked about him resigning and the rumors, Asamori responded, "I feel like this is all unnecessary." There have been further talk about his replacement and a couple of candidates in mind, although nothing yet has been confirmed.
After altering admissions applications during the pandemic, Towson University has made some changes permanent. MCOM381's Abigail Fackler spoke with the students and tutors about the new announcement.
Admissions applications are officially test optional in an effort to increase students from different academic backgrounds.
I think being test optional will just make it easier for students who are interested in Towson. Maybe they didn't do so good on their standardized tests. There's definitely a discrepancy between who gets testing prep and who doesn't, and I think it would be good for incoming students to not have to deal with submitting their test scores.
After spending 4 years as a tutor, Amir believes that a standardized test doesn't define a student.
Unfortunately, generally, diverse communities might be a bit less privileged. So I definitely think that not having to submit poorer test scores, which might not reflect entirely on a student's ability to learn, definitely will help get some more diverse populations in.
Towson University, inspiring students from every background. Reporting from Cook Library, Abigail Fackler, MCOM381 News.
With only 2.5 weeks left in the semester, many students at Towson University are feeling the pressure of finals and are trying to find ways to cope with the stress. AC Spies spoke with the students and to see how they're doing.
Towson University's Spring 2023 semester is quickly coming to a close, and several students are feeling the pressure. Bethany Spees is just one of these students.
It's getting on to finals time, so stress is a bit higher than normal.
Astrid Gelfand, a college junior, is facing a lot of stresses in her life as well.
I'm feeling nervous about the end of the semester. I'm going into my senior year next year, so it's scary talking about internships and, graduating, stuff like that.
Even though stress levels are high, both students each have their own ways of dealing with the stressors.
What I'm doing to relieve it is actually I'm working on painting, and I do a little bit of cooking, but mostly painting.
To relieve my stress, I study a lot, which sounds like I stress more, but I do it well ahead of time so that I do have time to relax, lay in bed sometimes, take a nap if I need it. Yeah, pretty much it.
Even though many students are facing stress from finals coming up as well as the end of the semester, they all have very unique ways of dealing with it. Reporting from University Union, AC Spees, MCOM381 News.
Towson University is having their annual Tiger Fest. On the third day of the week-long event, students were treated to the taste of the Wild Wild West, complete with bull rides and square dancing. Reporter Nakia Amen attended the event as students got square on the dance floor.
I am here on the Towson Town Field covering the third day of Tiger Fest. This event is the Wild Wild West event, while the crowd patiently waits for food, mechanical bulls, square dancing, pictures, and more.
So far, it's been really good. I've enjoyed all of the activities. It's been keeping me occupied, and it's nice to see everybody come out and enjoy the weather. First, I'm going to get a cowboy hat. I've been waiting for that. And then I'm going to ride the bull. And then I saw something about a lasso, so I want to try that too.
I really like it this year. I think the events are a lot of fun, and the merch is really cool. And last year, I think this year's a little bit more organized than it was last year. I know last year there was just like a lot of lines, and I went to a lot of events last year, and I didn't really get to do much because there was just so many people. The mechanical bull, I think it's a really good event, a good idea.
Reporting from Towson University, this is Nikita Amen with MCOM381 News.
Towson University releases how much it made last year in parking fines. TU collected nearly $736,000 with over 11,000 tickets in 2022. According to the Tower Light sightings and an official State Information Act request, Pamela Mooney, director of the parking office, said the office goal isn't to make revenue off citations, but to ensure that those who pay for parking have access to it. Mooney said the tickets revenue doesn't go towards a specific program, but gets placed in a general funds to fund the office. Ways to avoid getting tickets this upcoming school year are by reading the signs carefully before parking and leaving your vehicle.
Towson University's dining services are no longer permitted to provide students with straws after the university banned straws as part of its green initiative. Reporter Isabella Mooney went to the union to gauge students' reactions.
Students were shocked late February when they realized that the campus had quietly done away with straws. A formal announcement letting the students know about the change was never made. Students can now only get a straw by disclosing that they have a disability.
I'm also under the impression that you have the ability to still get straws, but you have to kind of, disclose some personal information. Like I know if you need a straw, they can't not give you a straw since they still have them.
Mariah White is a worker at Dunkin' Donuts in the University Union and a student. Her managers told her that she is no longer allowed to give out straws unless the customer's drink is frozen.
No, we're not allowed to give out straws to anyone unless they ordered a drink that requires a straw. Otherwise, they can't get one.
However, students can always just swing over to Chick-fil-A to pick up a straw from the last place on campus offering them. Other dining services have updated the lids to their cups so that the straws are no longer needed. These lids look like the ones you'd find on hot coffee cups. Many students have pointed out the absurdity of banning plastic straws, considering that the lids offered instead are bigger and thicker than the lids used in the past, and still plastic.
I think it's kind of dumb that they got rid of the plastic straws, but they still have plastic lids, and that's supposed to be better or something.
Towson University, promoting sustainability by replacing this plastic straw with this plastic lid. Reporting from the Towson Union, Isabella Mooney, MCOM381 News.
Towson University will end its 40-year contract with Chartwell Higher Education in July of 2023. After selecting Aramark Collegiate Hospitality for their on-campus dining, the decision to end the nearly $90 million contract was announced in late April after a long-awaited procurement process. This contract includes management of all TU dining halls and on-campus food locations. Chartwell's is working with university and new dining services for a smooth transition. New on-campus dining locations, food plans, mobile ordering, and 24-hour convenience stores will be introduced by Aramark and promote dining affordability and access. Students' favorites such as Dunkin' Donuts, Chick-fil-A, and Starbucks remain despite a vendor change to encourage all dining services employees to stay with the university.
A restaurant called So Beachy is serving authentic Haitian cuisine to the residents of Towson. They have quickly become a town favorite. Reporter Tamara Pratt went uptown to visit the restaurant and experience the owners and chefs at work.
So Beachy, a Haitian cuisine, offers its rich, authentic Haitian culture to the city of Baltimore. A few of customers' favorite drinks at So Beachy are Island Lemonade, Pink Rabbit, Beach Bomb, and Gone Beyond.
Because of an emergency situation with financial issues that we're having, so
we just put our heads together and said, this is what we're going to have to do with our last $5,000. And we said, hey, So Beachy is what we're going to come up with.
So Beachy is like being at the beach, you know, feel like you in Haiti and the beach and Jacmel and everything.
So Beachy brings its authentic Haitian recipes to the world. Founded by brothers Marvin and Leo, established back in 2016, they saw an open market and wanted to take a chance.
This summer we got a lot of special things coming, especially drinks, cocktails, some drinks with some pineapple, like with a little top on it, like a little umbrella.
At times we do setups and we give free food to the homeless. We go to like events and actually give free stuff away and stuff like that. And that's pretty much that we're doing at this time until we get bigger. But we do engage with community hands-on.
Be sure to be on a new lookout for So Beachy's new drinks this summer. Reporting from Cross Street Market in Fed Hill, Tamara Carly Pratt, MCOM381 News.
Towson's football team is back in full action for their spring season, but this time under a new head coach and coaching staff. I spoke with the team about the new atmosphere that they're experiencing. The spring season has started for Towson football, but players are experiencing a new team dynamic after their fall 2022 season ended and the team made a change in coaching staff.
One thing we always stand on is the word arete, the Greek word for moral virtue, excellence, and living up to one's fullest potential. He believes that if we can all achieve our fullest potential and put it out on the field, we can go a long way, as well as positive energy. Positive energy leads to positive results, so that's two of the biggest things that he's bringing in with him.
Britt Myers, the inside linebacker coach for the Tigers, followed new head coach Pete Shinnick in coming to Towson, as they both previously coached together at University of West Florida. In his first season at Towson, Britt explains what new attitudes and environments the new coaching staff hopes to bring to Towson.
I think obviously offensively we're an up-tempo offense. It's going to go pretty quick, and then defensively on my side of the ball we're going to be, bring some chaos to them. We're going to blitz a lot. We're going to be coming from a lot of different angles. So we'll stop the run, and then we'll get after the quarterback a little bit.
Linebacker Mason Woods explains how he feels about the new future for Towson football.
I'm looking forward to just see what we really do in the fall. Like I feel like we got the guys, we got the offense to score, and now it's just about the defense, just being dominating our side of the ball.
Towson football will conclude their spring season at the Spring FanFest game on April 22nd. This will be the first game under the new coaching leadership. Reporting from Towson Sports Complex, I'm Courtney Ott with MCOM381 News. Starting Thursday, May 4th, Towson men's and women's lacrosse teams will both be playing in the CAA Championship Lacrosse Tournament. For women's lacrosse, the tournament will be held at Towson on Tiger Field. The Tigers will be playing as the number 2 seed against the number 3 seed Drexel University in the first round. Towson will be playing for the championship title since they last won it in 2016. The men's tournament is at the University of Delaware. Towson men's lacrosse is the 4th seed in the tournament. Their first game will be against the Blue Hens, who are the 1st seed. The Towson men's team last crowned the championship title in 2019. We wish our Tigers good luck. Intramural sports are in full swing on Towson's campus, and students are eager to take part. Reporter Eric Miller went to the field to talk to these athletic students.
Towson University, home to plenty of intramural sports.
I absolutely love it. I think it's a way for kids like me who played high school sports 3 semesters in a row, all year round, to stay active and compete. And I think it's a really good outlet to do so, because we do compete a lot and have a good time. Just meet some people. It's a good way to meet some people, especially in your classes if you are a freshman. And this is a great way to build that group of friends that you can hang out with for the next 4 years. I see a lot of the open intramural stuff here is really, really competitive. So if you're looking to compete out of high school, definitely do that. But yeah, I would say just it's a good way to get active. So
the intramural sports leagues bring people together for a good time.
This has been Eric Miller reporting from Burdick Field, MCOM381 News.
After previously deciding to close on Saturdays due to budget cuts, the Burdick Hall Gym has resumed Saturday operations, starting from April 1st as announced in a Campus Recreation Instagram post. The gym began closing on Saturdays during the fall 2023 semester. Grady Sheffield, Director of Campus Recreation, previously said in an email that the decision was made to minimally impact our operations and programming due to reduced funding. The gym will be open from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturdays. The 235,000 square foot facility includes a rock climbing wall, pool, and other studios. Sheffield and Jordan Colquitt, president of the Student Government Association, said Campus Recreation began looking into reopening after the Tower Lights story on the closing published on March 1st. Colquitt praised the department for finding a solution. The Towson University Skate Club is a tight-knit community of passionate skaters who meet in front of the union at unofficial times during the week. Cal, a junior, believes that the club's mission is to create a welcoming environment where skaters can connect and bond over their shared love for the sport. With around 20 members, the club is still in its early stages, but has already started planning events to bring more attention to the skating culture at Towson University. The club is a family, a supportive group of individuals who encourage each other to try new things and improve their skills. Cal says he made sure at least 95% of the skaters on campus know about the club, but if not, follow their Instagram at Glider Alliance.
So what do you think of the new season?
I think that they have a really good chance of having a winning record under a great new head coach.
Well, we'll have to see about that. From everyone from MCOM381 News, I'm Zachary Jackson. Have a good night.